What's going on, guys? My name's Victor and I am a director, editor, VFX artist, and today I'm going to be breaking down Russ's new music video, Take You Back. So this music video was directed by Edgar Estevez, if I'm not pronouncing that wrong, and he did a really good job with it. So I wanted to walk through the music video with you guys and talk about how I think they accomplished some of these shots. So I got the music video right here on my phone and I'm gonna watch it and then we're gonna go over certain things that I see in there. So this opening shot with the moon immediately caught my eye. It looks super good, and here's how I think that they did this. So you can use a picture of the moon with a really good zoom lens, so it's really big, you mask it out and you put it into your space, but you don't want to just put it in there. You can do a couple of different things. If your shot has motion, you can track a certain object in there to make it stick to that object, but you have to think about what looks real. And in this video, you can see that the foreground buildings are coming down and kind of passing the moon. So if I were doing this effect, I would put that moon in there and then I would just keyframe its position in relevance with the camera movement so that it looks natural. Another thing I think they did to make this moon look really good is adding that subtle glow, that blue aura coming off of it. And then on top of that, they put the cloud behind the moon to show that it's actually giving off light onto something. You can see that the cloud is light and it starts to get darker as it moves further away from the moon, just creating more realism to it, makes it more believable. The moonlight is supposed to be the key for the subjects in this shot, meaning the main light. So that means that on set, whatever lights they're using to key the subject, they need to match it with the color of the moon. So I'd imagine that out of frame, you have two lights that are being diffused and keying the subjects. Whoever designed the set did a really good job with this, but I would imagine that this entire music video was probably shot in a studio with green screen access and just the ability to build bigger sets. All right, on to the next scene. We've got Russ and Kehlani sitting in a field of flowers. Now the background, I would imagine, is all green screen, but the way that you help sell this stuff is by putting in actual elements. So on the studio, I'm guessing that they're actually sitting in a bed of flowers. Now how big that is, not too sure. When you combine real elements with your green screen footage, it really helps to bring it all together. And then on this next scene, you've got a close-up of Russ and then a close-up of Kehlani, and it looks like there are some fires behind them. And this is another good way to make green screen look real, is by blurring the background. Because naturally, if you were filming someone up close and with a low aperture, it would just blur the background. So your flames don't even have to look super real or super convincing at all. As long as you're matching the lighting with the setting, then that is going to come across as realistic. You can see that they've added the fire, the ember elements, and then also the heat wave. So that looks real. And then you can see a subtle flicker of the fire on the face. And I actually just did this recently in one of my music videos. I had a light off to the side that was shining a warm light out, and then I had a golden bounce, and I'm just bouncing that around the room, threw in the fire elements, threw in the ember elements, and then also threw in the heat waves. Now in this next scene, you've got Kehlani reverse falling off of an icy mountaintop. And the way that you would achieve this kind of look is, once again, you have your artist on a green screen, have them do this motion that she's doing, and then you would combine it of footage of that background. So if you had a drone, you could fly the drone down and then either reverse it or keep it normal, but then also you can see the snowflake elements are also going in reverse, so that also helps sell the effect. And then when she goes to grab his hand, she's probably just sitting off frame, like just crouched down, and then comes up and grabs it. It's not anything crazy hard to accomplish, but it's the little things that really tie it all together. I also really like this scene where Russ is laying in bed and then the camera goes from one bedroom to the next by going over the wall. And so basically you would just build out that set and have a wall that, you know, goes up like 8 feet, and then you'd have like a crane or a jib that's pulling the camera up and over while keeping the focus on the subject. Now at the end of the music video, they're holding hands, and you can see kind of blurred in the background that these buildings are exploding and collapsing. So they're probably using some sort of physics simulation for the collapsing buildings. The only thing I'm not crazy about in this music video are those very quick explosions, because it happens and then the smoke is just gone. But if you're not creating those explosions yourself, you're probably looking for overlays or assets, and you just got to work with what you got. But they do this really well by barely showing it in focus. This is a good way where if you don't have access to the best of the best explosions and all that stuff, you don't actually have to show it. They keep the focus on the hands for the most part and barely show what's happening. And also the lighting's super low key in that setting, so it doesn't really reveal much as it is. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that breakdown of Russ's Take You Back featuring Kehlani. If you did and you want this to become a new series that I do and just constantly break down new music videos, let me know down in the comments. Or if you had any questions on the things I just talked about and are interested in a tutorial in the future on how to do it, just let me know and maybe we'll make it happen. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.